Welcome to Baker Makes It. My name is Zach Baker, and in this video, we're continuing to build out the inside of this 1971 Holiday Rambler travel trailer. Behind me is where our dinette table is going to be. It looks a little something like this, and we're going to be digging into that and getting it built today. If you're new to this project, I've been working on this for about 5 years, and it is now go time. I've been chipping away at this. We're trying to go camping this July 4th. So this isn't going to be done by any means, but we're going to get it functional. So check out this recap video of everything that we've done to get us up to this point. It's crazy to look back at all that and see how far this project has come. If this is the kind of thing that interests you, I would really encourage you to follow my channel, Baker Makes It. We're going to get into some carpentry today. I have been doing a lot of math on some scrap wood here to figure out our angles, our spacing, making sure that the table can drop down in the middle, and at the end of all that, we still have the correct size for the bed that we have. I have a full XL bed for this, which works out to be 54 inches by 80 inches. So it's a good sized bed, but it is going to have a notch in it to accommodate the door opening. So there's a lot of weird nuances to this, and I went ahead and I cut one section of this and already found some mistakes. So we're going to make some modifications. We're going to test that, and then we're going to start building this thing out. Since we're always thinking about weight with this project, this is going to be supported by these ribs that we're making. This is 3/4 ply, and it's just got a nice big hole cut out of the middle to cut down on some weight. So there's going to be a bunch of these that butt up against the wall like this. And I have my dimensions all figured out perfectly, except I forgot the fact that the walls aren't straight. And so I've got about an average of 3/8 of an inch behind each side. And so I got to reconfigure this just slightly. We're going to add 3/8. And then we're just going to scribe this to the wall, meaning we're going to cut the angle of the wall on the back. By the time we do that, we'll have our correct dimension on the inside. We're going to go cut those, we'll test it. If that looks good, then we're going to start mass producing these, and then we'll be able to start putting it together. This has got to be one of the weirder things I've ever built. I didn't do a lot of talking there because it was just a lot of weird measurements, weird angles. I thought I matched the angle on the front. I got that off somehow by like 2 degrees, and it just kind of complicated things. But we have this roughed out now. We went through and we made all of these kind of skeleton frames for everything, kept this extremely light. I've never built anything where I had to keep it this light before. With it being on the tongue, I really want to keep it light, and especially knowing that there's room for storage, I don't want to go crazy. So the next step here is going to be to fill in with a ton of little pieces to strengthen this. So right now, this is just sitting here. It's not very strong. It's only attached at the back wall. So now we're going to come in and cut probably a couple dozen little pieces. just like that, we've got ourselves a bench. You can see I've already used this for tool storage. My wife and I cut all of our cushions. This is a mattress I bought like 5 years ago. It's been sitting in the shed. So there's some issues with the foam not quite expanding. So we're going to play around with a steamer, maybe a heat gun, see if we can bring that back to life. But she's going to get started on actually doing the sewing for those at some point. So there will be a video on that. We've also got the heater installed. We've got the outlet and the intake. And so this thing is just about ready to have wiring put in it. I haven't done the top pieces for these yet, which will get our USB chargers. So I'll probably work on that at some point here along the way, but we'll save that for another time. So really pleased with this. We've got a great big table. I think we could easily fit 5 or 6 people very comfortably for board games, for a meal, whatever we need. The next video, we're going to be working on the kitchen cabinets next to this bench that we just built. We've got 2 big cabinet boxes and then a bench. It shouldn't be too difficult, but we have to make sure the sink's going to work, that the stove top's going to work, and then getting the countertop in a way that makes sense with all that. And then we can start running some wires. So really excited, really appreciate you following along for this video. If you haven't yet, subscribe to Baker Makes It. I'm doing about a video a week. We're down to about a month left before this thing's going camping. So there's a lot left to do here. I suspect there's going to be some late nights pretty soon here. But let's get the cabinetry done, let's get the bathroom walls covered up, and then we can go to town on making this thing operational. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.